But what we're talking about is properties. And we said that there's extensive and intensive properties. Extensive is about quantity. Intensive is about identification. But then there's another category of properties. Physical properties, chemical properties, and then a third category called metallic properties, which are all physical. Okay, they're actually a subset of physical. So if you look at this sink here, okay, you can see very clearly what property stands out immediately. What's metal? What's it doing right now?
Shiny.
It's shiny. Luster is a metallic property. This one is an amazing thing. I have wrapped and unwrapped these things literally hundreds of times, and it hasn't broken. You know what this is called? When you can put metals into wire, begins with a D, ends with ductile. Ductile. Ductility. It's a special property of metals. Try to do this with glass. Try to do this with paper. Try to do it with anything. These things can be wired and bent and hang in there. What else do we know about metals? Real obvious one. What don't you want to do with a fork and the electrical light sockets? Why don't you want to put them in there? They're good conductors of electricity and heat and cold. Yeah, okay.
Why do you use metal spoons when you're cooking?
Why do you use metal spoons when you're cooking? Good question. Why? Think.
Metal what?
It's metal spoons when you're cooking. It's often on the end of your metal spoon.
Rubber.
Yeah. There's an insulator on the end. But you know, a lot of substances, if you put in your hot water, what's going to happen to that substance? It's going to join your food. Metals will do that a lot less. Metals don't break down very easily. So you can put it in a really hot thing and stir, and you don't get much metal in there. Whereas most other things, that's going to become part of your food. See, metal's very strong. So you don't put it in, all of a sudden it flaps over like a noodle. It stays strong. This is very strong. There's one other property of a metal, it's called malleability. You can beat the heck out of them. You wreck your car and you take it to an auto shop, that thing can come out a week later, looks brand new. They can reshape the metal. And then you can usually do that a couple, 3, 4, 5 times depending on the metal. Bend it, shape it. So you have ductility, malleability, conduction, shines, very strong. So there is such a special property of a substance that we give it its own name, metallic properties. But really what we're looking for is